Last time on Tales of Berseria.
Phew!
We did win. Oh my goodness.
Is a sweatier hobby than I thought.
Is he gonna try and keep the beetle?
Look! Can we keep him?
No.
Hey guys, Ryan here and welcome back to Tales of Berseria. So, there's quite a few things I want to go over before we continue. I just hit my microphone again like I do with the beginning of almost every video. I don't know how I managed to do that, I just always hit it. A few things you guys have been telling me. One, you guys have repeatedly told me that, yes, you can chain mystic arts into other mystic arts, which I knew that. I knew after, like, you guys told me about 5 episodes ago. I just haven't done it, mainly because I have everyone set to just use their mystic art whenever they want to, and that seems to be working pretty well. And the thing is, if I did bother doing the mystic art chain thing, which I promise I'll, like, experiment in the future with, not that I've had much time to experiment, because between all these between my stopping points in the series, I haven't had much of a chance to sit down and do random battles, because we keep stopping at points, which is my fault, where I can't exactly leave and go grind for various reasons. But anyways, I know that's an option, I just don't see the worth in it, aside from doing like, ooh, cool combo, because then you can't switch characters, and if you do it with everyone, then no one can switch characters, and no one's gonna have any of their break gauge left, so it doesn't sound like a good idea in general to me. Another thing one of you guys asked is, hey, why don't you, like, dress your characters up all the way and just go all out with it? You know, the sunglasses, Luger on top of head, and sombrero over face. The reason why I don't do that is because, even though it gives you the option to, I do find that Tales games, especially this one, the developers went through a lot of trouble to display emotion through their faces. And the faces move around quite a bit, especially the eyes. I'm really impressed with how Velvet's eyes kind of respond from both fear and anger all the time. So I think it'd be a shame to cover that up, especially with all this silliness. Sure, in the post-game stuff, I think if I do decide to do the post-game stuff, I think that'd be fun to just dress them up all silly. One thing I do like to do that I currently have done is everyone's wearing sunglasses, so I'm going to do this for a little bit, because that's always fun. I love doing that in almost every Tales game. Just to make every single character on screen look too cool for school. Oh, lastly, the Von Eltia returned. I'm saying that right. Well, actually, they're at the DML Islands right now for 43 more seconds, but they brought back a treasure.
She's so pretty.
She's so pretty, this random lady I've never seen holding a bird staff. One of you guys, I remember you guys saying a few episodes ago that this statue's actually from, it's from Symphonia, and it's supposed to be one of the characters in Symphonia, and they do this exact pose in their artwork, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm noticing this game likes to reference Symphonia a lot, even as much to say that this is the same universe as Symphonia just a billion years later, apparently. So that's pretty cool. A statue pulled up from the Egg-Sphere Sea depicting a beautiful goddess. The figure is imbued with a mysterious energy that causes it to gradually move over time. Wait, what? Gradually move? What does that mean? It just moves across your desk? That's kind of not a good statue. An image of the goddess Martel. She takes many forms across several mythologies, but always as the guardian of the world tree. Really? Aye, according to the wow, you actually just said aye. Aye, according to the legend, the tree stands at the center of the world and produces life energy. I feel like this is a big plot point of Symphonia. Once again, I haven't played it. Martel watches over the tree alongside the spirits that dwell within it. I see. I'd like to meet this goddess someday. Well, well, Lava said, I didn't know you were into older girls. Huh? Older girls? There's no need to be ashamed. It's a phase most boys go through at one time or another. Alright? Oh wow, he just doesn't understand that he's teasing him. Aww. But you got a pirate flag. Oh, skill set for next voyage, unyielding. Yeah, I'm just having them explore the DML Islands again and again until I get the treasure from there. But we did get a new skill, actually, for the expedition called Unyielding. Overturns defeats in battle. We won't lose, we fight until we win. That's not a good strategy, especially on the ocean. Anyways, one of you guys did tell me that there's a skit in here that I almost missed, so thank you. Are you staying? We're known for our home-like hospitality. Oh my goodness. He has to do this every single time.
Did you need something?
No, not really.
As you say.
Why aren't you training with 2 swords?
This is how I've always trained. 10,000 practice swings a day since I was a kid. I just wanted a single good swipe at Shigure. So I swung, and eventually just naturally got to this point.
That's incredible.
Not really. I need to be prepared to face Shigure at any moment. But I've been thinking I should up it to 100,000 swings.
100,000? Do you have any idea how much time that'll take?
Nah?
Even if you did one swing a second, you couldn't do that many in one day.
Oh? But 10 swings a second would do the trick?
Rokuro,
Even still, I know it would take more than 100,000 swings to be a match for Shigure. Not with one sword or with two.
He shows up to the fight. One sword wasn't enough, so I brought 9. He's holding like 3 between his teeth and like 1 between each finger. I'm coming for you, Shigure.
and you keep doing it despite knowing it's pointless? That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to defeat an undefeatable adversary. The whole damned idea is all I can do is recognize the fact and give it my best shot.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
If only I could figure out how to stay up all night and still feel rested. Now there's a challenge I can't beat.
I feel you,
You
Rokuro.
need to go to bed. A lack of sleep will get you killed faster than a lack of practice.
You're right. I'll do that.
Wow, Velvet and Rokuro get along very well. Surprisingly. I feel like they get along well more than almost like anyone in the party. It's so nice seeing Velvet getting along with people. Once again, I can't like express enough how well they handled Velvet. Like, she wasn't even really standoffish. She was just very, I want to say she was sort of cynical and methodical above anything else. And she just kind of went with what was effective, and I think I want to say we're around the midway point in the story. I can't say for sure, but it really seems like Velvet is a character that's evolving and growing rather quickly, and I like to see that, unlike, I don't know, been a while since I played FF7, wasn't my favorite, but Cloud reminded me of that, and Squall, I think Squall's a little better to be honest, but that's an unpopular opinion. Anyways, let us go and, where are we going? Bring the sail Tomas back to the Von Eltia. Oh yeah, we should do that. Hold on, I'll just save real quick. So, also I wanted to apologize if I haven't been as, energetic in the past few episodes. It's for, like, both time restraints and bad medication reasons. So, that's why. Oh, what? There's a conversation over it. What?
Look! A frog! It's unusual to see one this close to the sea. Hey, I thought of a poem! Day at Port Renede. A frog jumps into the void. The sound of the sea. Magilu? What was that? Just a little poem that popped into my head. My inspiration came from pondering the terror a frog would feel if it unwittingly leapt into the salty ocean. That's... I don't get it at all. I got another one! Skinny little frog, Magilu is on your side. Do not give up hope.
Is she doing haikus?
I guess that one is about rooting for a frog? That's right. I once bet a fortune on a game of chance involving frogs. That was my inspiration for this one. What do you think? Poetic, isn't it? I think you have a gambling problem. So, did this skinny frog win? Nope. I lost my entire bet. I think we can call that poetic justice.
Now that I think about it, Magalu really does like to make bets, and I have a feeling that's going to be somewhat a large part of her character. She made one with Rokuro about Velvet, then she made one with Velvet about Velvet, and apparently she now has made one with a frog, so... I guess it's part of her character that I never really realized. I didn't think her to be the type to really, bet and gamble that much. Oh, by the way, I tried to find that card kid from before, and he's just gone. I don't know where he went, but I guess he scammed me with Triple Triad and then left. The kid had hustled me.
We've brought back your Salatomas. Drink up.
You've saved us! But where's the first mate?
We bumped into some wannabe tough guy Malak, and he just took off after him.
What? That must have been Zavied! Why didn't you guys follow him?
Why would we follow him? Is he that important?
And leave you all with the Corsair Scourge?
Yes! Aizen's the one in danger here.
Is it because the Abbey is after Zavied?
So you even knew about it? I heard the details from a merchant who deals with the Abbey.
It's not our fault Eisen's an idiot. What you guys told me is that apparently Eisen's very, very old and that Malak and demons don't age the same as, like, regular people. So Eisen's apparently over 1,000 years old. He's, like, a really old grandpa.
Some big-shot exorcist named Melchior has set up a trap for Zavied and Loringen. If Eisen gets caught up in that, he might not make it out alive.
So now there's Melchior to worry about.
Why is Lord Melchior assuming direct command to capture Zavied? Wait, that's not important. What matters is I can turn Laufey's head over to him and finally return to the Abbey.
Sunglasses.
Melchior is a legate. A powerful enemy, trap or no.
Ugh, you guys are useless. Well, fine. If you're not going to go help him, we will.
You mean die in the ocean because you're all useless.
What makes you think you're capable of being any help?
Would you let an ally get slaughtered just because you were scared?
What?
We want to save him. Maybe we'll lose. It still won't stop us. We are the ones who decide our fates. Only us. That's just the creed of Eifried's pirates.
You're a real hothead, you know that? Nobody said anything about not helping Eisen.
Huh?
You all stay here, take your medicine like good little boys, and be ready to welcome back your first mate and captain.
The captain?
Why else would Eisen knowingly barge into a trap, if not to save Eifried?
Of course! Leave the ship and crew to me.
Here, this one's for you.
Just eat
Those
it.
pirates haven't a lick of sense in them.
They don't let reason dictate who they protect.
If you say so, Demon.
No longer has a name, just Demon now. Oh, they're all waiting. They want to see a reaction to eating it.
Now, about where Eisen's headed.
Those exorcists were talking about some place called Loringen.
You see what I mean? It's just kind of hard to see when people are emoting when you have these on, although it does make the scenes look quite funny in certain instances. But a lot of the time, the funniest parts are just the skits, and these are the rather serious parts.
Yes. It's a tower in the northern part of Westgand where the Exorcists train.
Lines up with what Benwick told us. That must be the place.
There must be a lot of exorcists. Hang in there, Eisen.
That'll take more than basic exorcists to do him in.
We ought to pity any poor exorcists who meet the Reaper.
Right. Let's work together and find him.
Aren't you optimistic, little guy? Alright, let's get a move on then to save Eisen, who's probably still chasing Zavied to who knows where. I'm kind of excited to get to, like, the open worldness part, because I know eventually we're going to use the Von Eltia or whatever to sail around. Is for some reason, the RPG standard of having boat or ship and then flying ship usually.
Solitoma is as awful as I remember.
Now that I think about it, Vesperia had the coolest... now that I think about it, I think Vesperia and I want to say Bravely Default have the coolest airships I think I've ever seen in RPGs. Just the way they both work is really awesome.
I'd hoped I'd never have to drink it again.
Are you alright, Eleanor?
Is this your second experience with the Corsair Scourge?
No, I had it for a different reason. In the Abbey, it's tradition for initiates to drink Solitoma as part of their welcoming festivities.
What masochist started that tradition?
Sounds like hazing to me.
When everyone shares the same experience, drinking something so shockingly revolting, our bonds are strengthened. It's a good thing.
If you say so.
I really did believe I'd never have to taste it again. To be blunt, I hate it.
You're lucky you think it tastes so terrible. That means you also know what tastes good. Right, Velvet?
What does that mean?
Velvet can't taste anything aside from blood.
What? Is that because she's a demon?
I'm aware of one other flavor. Mogulu, here's your dose of Solitoma.
No!
Get back here!
Don't! Keep that salad away yummy. The sweet taste of another suffering.
Just come over here and let me put this in your mouth. Just chasing Maglu around the village. Everyone's just gathering around. They're like, oh my god, there's some hot action going on over here. An illogical bunch.
It seems like everyone around me is completely mad.
Yeah! Continuing to fight when you know you'll lose just is insane!
Would you stand around and watch your comrade die just because you're scared?
I wouldn't want to, but getting myself killed wouldn't save anyone either.
Yes, it would be illogical to fight.
Is being illogical really that bad?
In the case of Aifread's pirates, I completely agree with Eleanor that them going out to do that would be extremely stupid. Like, it's okay to be illogical if you have a chance. I would think. Like, that's a personality thing when you go, I want this enough that I'm willing to take a chance. But when you stand no chance at all, then I don't think so.
Well...
At the Empyrean's throne, I remember Velvet standing, despite the horrible pain she felt.
Because you kept healing her.
Rokuro is training with all his heart in order to defeat his brother Shigure.
Because he's crazy.
And Kurogane used up his own head to forge a powerful blade.
Because that probably doesn't hurt.
That is very logical.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to put it, but I think it's all amazing.
Aren't you forgetting someone?
Magilu is traveling with us, even though she doesn't care.
I guess that counts as fortitude or determination.
And that...
Yes, go on.
I don't really understand what that's about.
Miss Magilu, hang in there!
Well, it is amazing in some sense, I suppose.
So she can laugh. It is possible. Oh, there's a skit or something here.
Hello there. You're headed to Loringen Tower too? Just a bit ago, a brawny, silver-haired man asked me how to get there.
Did he say why he was going there?
Something about meeting some friends of his.
Oh, no.
Exorcists use that tower to train, right? If he has exorcist friends, then maybe he's one too.
Yeah, what the hell is Zavied anyways? Literally runs on screen, challenges Aizen, shoots himself in the head, and then runs away. I don't know what he actually is or what his deal is.
But he seemed a bit rough and tumble to be an exorcist. I can't imagine a man like him.
Did he say anything else?
He said someone else might stop by and ask about the tower, and told me to tell him if they do. Did he mean you?
No clue.
So he was planning on us following him. What's he scheming?
You mean Zavied? Or the Abbey?
Both.
Hey, mister, you got any healing items? We're kinda low. Glad I stopped by because I only had one life bottle left. And being not completely over-leveled like I'd like to be, we're gonna run into some trouble there. Now, there are weapons that I feel like we're no longer finding in the field. And same with gear, like, I haven't even bought a single item. I'm glad it does have this compare button, though. That makes buying things really easy. Alright, let's head out then to go save Aizen from his own demise. Apparently there was an enemy that we missed out here, a code red enemy. I did turn the other two in to get money.
Beyond.
So that's nice. Track Aizen in the north fens of Nog. The hell does that even mean? Oh. Oh, we're supposed to go north. Makes sense. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. All we have to do is take the long walk. The long walk of shame. I kind of do want some other outfits, though, I do admit. Like, I do like the design of every single character in here, but as of now, the only outfits we have are the ridiculous costume ones. And, well, for Eleanor, this is all we have for her. And apparently this one for Velvet changes the default battle music, but I think I'm just going to go back to her normal clothing to let the music kind of be. I do like her original hair, but her new hair I think is really, let's say, it's really unique, and it makes her look, it fits her personality more. Cat souls, collect all the cat souls, put them in the bag. Where the hell do we even store cat souls? One of you guys also explained to me last episode that the reason Velvet could take down the barrier so easily is because she was devouring it kind of like she does everything else. Which kind of makes me wonder. I feel like Velvet could be a strong candidate for the potential most powerful Tales character in the series. Because with her, like, bullshit powers arm, she can pretty much devour anything and become infinitely stronger, as far as I know right now in the plot, which means that if Velvet ate the right people, like, let's say, for example, Velvet decided to, I don't know, she ate, like, Jade and Raven, and, like, Ludger or something, would she be super strong? Would she be stronger than any other character in the game? Or in the whole Tales universe? You know what, let's throw Apollo in there, too. Velvet can eat Apollo. Now I just want there to be an Ace Attorney Tales crossover where it's Apollo trying to defend Velvet. It would be something like, Velvet, I need you to tell me, what were you doing at the time of the murder? And she just stares at him and she's like, murdering people. It's like, God damn it, you're making my job super hard.
What's wrong, Laphicet?
I was just wondering why Eisen and Zavied can't work together to find Aifread.
All men their age care about is their reputation, their street cred. Such a hassle.
Oh, really?
Well, I can't fully deny it.
The same could be said of women, and of everyone, really. It's hard to work alongside someone unless you strive to understand their thoughts and feelings.
And if you can't?
Well,
It's like Zavied said. You start talking with your fists instead.
Sounds harder than I thought.
I don't think Laphicet will ever be able to win a fist fight. Ooh, Cat's Box. I kind of want there to be some sort of OVA, or like a third, I don't think I'd want a third Tales game within this universe, but I want there to be some sort of like animated movie of Laphicet 80 years in the future, and he looks like a goddamn Fist of the North Star character. Laphicet just walks up to Artorias and he's like, oh, the Malak, what are you doing here? And Laphicet just stares at him and he's like, you're already dead. And just walks away and he's like, what the fuck was that? Oh, my liver. Oh, I remember being out here. Oh, there's a code red enemy right there. Okay. Well, time to let it wreck us. Because apparently this one's the highest level one so far. But it's usually the really unorthodox ones that get me really bad, especially the ones with status ailments, and he just looks like a big tough wolf. In fact, I think this is a thing that Velvet was beating up in the intro movie. Chill out, Rokuro. Oh no. Okay, this thing is no joke. He's weak to water, though. I think we may be sort of underleveled for this, but whatever. We can always try, right? I'll stay Velvet just in case. Oh, yep. If he hits even one of us, we just die. That's not good. Oh my goodness, because we're Theronized, he didn't kill me. Works for me. Okay, I need to run. I probably should have saved this for when Eisen was here, but oh well. Oh my good. Oh, he's alive. Interesting, when you stop the menu, their health goes down. You can see it continue to go down. Okay, Laphicet, just eat some gel. That works out. Oh my goodness, I messed up that dodge so bad. Okay. I'm a little worried about our life bottle situation. I know we can win this battle. It's not impossible. I'm just worried about how many life bottles we'll have afterwards. Oh my god, Rokuro. Fatal Claw. Oh no. Rokuro, okay, we can... If you select retry, you may change your difficulty settings in the option menu before battle. I'm just gonna retry, but no need to change any difficulty settings. He wasn't that bad. Oh good, we keep all our items. Yeah, you know what, I feel like keeping Eleanor out of this, because the further away we are from him, the better. And Rokuro seems to be doing his job rather well. We do have a chance, Laphicet, don't you dare say that. But until I get my break gauge back up, Velvet's not going to be able to blast switch? Is that what it's called? Switch blast? I don't remember. Oh, he dropped a thing. Just don't kill anyone, mister. There we go. What was that about it being impossible?
Put up some fight, okay?
That was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. Started the battle, and Lafayette was like, we can't do it! And then Velvet's like, screw you, Lava, we can do whatever we want. I just call him Lava. Lava set. Luminary's Ventite. For each successive hit during a Mystic Art, a portion of the expended BG will be restored. Really? That is goddamn useful, and that could actually make chaining Mystic Arts really useful. Alright, I will definitely experiment more with chaining them. By the way, guys, I notice you can retry sometimes, but then sometimes you can't. Are you expending any sort of special resource by retrying? Is there any penalty? And why can't you retry sometimes? Because there have been times like that bat when I went to go fight it, and it was a code red enemy, and then I would... It caught us. Where like a code red enemy would catch us, and then I could not escape, and then I'd wind up fighting it, and for some reason I couldn't retry. But now I can retry again, so I don't know what that's about. I wish there was a setting to auto-equip, auto-equip an unmastered piece of equipment every time you mastered something. I feel like that could be a very useful one to have. I should have bought him more paper. He's mastered all the paper he has. I kind of like this system of mastering things on equipment, but at the same time I don't. Because the game really tends to hand new equipment out really quickly, making it so that it becomes a little bit, oh wow, she almost mastered that one. Don't know why I took it off. Oh no, it's Velvet that's almost mastered that, not her. I'm currently carrying 97 chipped copper coins. Take 2, abandon 97. Oh, I think that meant take 2, abandon 1. I think all you can do with those is sell them, and I have 1 billion of them in my inventory. So I was like, you're gonna tell me that. But then I'm gonna get to the end of the game, it's like, well, you needed 99 of these to get the ultimate weapon. I'm gonna be like, nope. Nope, you screwed me over. Until my commenters confirm that those I wasn't. Eisen plays. I didn't save after killing that code red demon.
Crew?
Yeah.
Good. My thanks to you.
These soldiers won't be happy in the morning, but they're alive. Is this your work?
No. They were like this when I got here. It must have been Zavied.
He didn't kill a single one. Interesting.
The Abbey is going to great lengths to arrest him.
Even so, he clearly knows he's walking into a trap. What I don't get is why he roped me into all of this. If he didn't want my help, then what need did he have to play the Ifreed card on me?
He just wanted to see the Reaper one more time.
If you knew this was a trap, why did you come?
To see for myself. When I met Ifreed, I was wallowing in despair that I would ever find a way to break the Reaper's curse.
God damn it, Eisen.
Stop denying reality, he told me. If you were really born with that curse, then it's a part of you. But if the Reaper learns to grasp the wheel of his life, even he may find his creed, his path through stormy waters. And so, I joined him aboard the Von Eltia.
A creed of life.
Let's say someone's murdered the captain. If it came as the result of him living life on his terms, I could accept that.
You know what I actually really like about this? I know it does it sometimes, since for some reason all these games do this, but I like the fact that we don't all just magically sense when someone's there. I don't know why, but it especially happens in JRPGs where your characters are standing there. It's like, I sense you hiding. And unlike this obviously hasn't happened with Velvet and Eisen standing right behind Eleanor. She's making a Skype call to Artorias. And then Zavied here sitting behind a tent listening to all of them. I think that's a nice touch.
But if anyone, and I mean...
Does he have the goddamn, Witcher necklace?
Anyone tries to crush his way of life, I could never forgive them.
Who's there?
Oh my god, Oh, he actually moved, okay.
It's rude to eavesdrop.
If you got secrets, talk about them at home.
Zavied, isn't there any way you and Eisen can work together somehow?
Not if he's going to keep acting like this.
Well, that's how it is.
Fair enough.
What was the point of all that posturing? He could have just stayed hidden. Weirdo.
You are in no position to call anyone weird in your whole life.
Can't disagree there.
Loringen Tower is a training ground for Exorcists, right?
Yes, it's a great edifice built on ancient ruins.
Laphicet, did you ever go there when you were tethered to Teresa?
I don't really remember the beginning of my service to Teresa.
I see.
What sort of training do they do there?
Well, every morning Artorias tells us to come in the living room and talk to the couch, and then we just make him pancakes.
Exorcists are tested and assigned Malakim equivalent to their aptitude with mana. It's also where they practice Malak arts and study our laws.
So the lower ranks use it as a sparring ground in order to train up to the higher ranks?
No, an exorcist's affinity to mana is not something that strengthens through training. We are given Malakim based on our inborn ability, then learn arts to suit that ability.
Oh,
So,
that's neat.
An orderly is an orderly for life, then.
Correct.
There'd be no spirit of competition then. Don't they want to get stronger, to advance through the ranks?
There'd be no purpose to advancement. Rank signifies nothing more than the type and number of Malakim one can tether. People join the Abbey for only 2 reasons: to protect people from demons, and to save the world.
Sure.
Are all of you that dedicated to asceticism?
How sickeningly noble of you.
I wonder if your wills are suppressed just like those of the Malakim you use.
Deviants like you could never possibly understand our motives. In any case, that is who awaits you at Loringen Tower.
So we're in for a rough welcome. I say bring it on.
Yep, that's Rokuro.
I can't wrap my head around Zavied.
We witnessed his unwillingness to kill before, but it seems he's quite serious about it.
Maybe that's why I don't feel scared of him. Even when he and Eisen were about to fight, I didn't feel tense at all.
Perhaps that's just because you've been around Velvet a bit too long, kiddo. Next to her, few people are frightening.
Do you think so?
Don't ask me.
He doesn't come across as vicious. I think that's why you're not scared.
Because he's just a brawler?
Maybe he's just naive.
Okay, so he's just a naive brawler. He's still involved with Ifrid's disappearance, and he's also taking on the Abbey. I just don't get him.
Me neither.
Uh-huh. I agree, but I don't understand any of you either.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's something we're supposed to know about him, but whatever. Another cat's box. I don't think I have enough cats, so oh no. We'll come back for you. I will take note of you. I will take extreme note of you. It's the first time I haven't had enough cat souls to open a box. Because they give them out quite freely.
I don't get it.
Get what?
Why did Ifrid let Eisen join his ship, knowing he carried the Reaper's curse with him? What good did it do? I just don't see the reason behind it.
Well, if it were me who had that curse, it would mean that you and Velvet could die because of it, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
If that's the case, then I'd feel like I'd both want to and not want to be close to you two. And I'd probably really, really hate myself for it.
Do you suppose that's how Eisen feels? But Ifrid still took him in. He agreed they'd put up with the curse together.
It's all a bit hard to fathom.
Well, if one thing's for certain, it sounds like Ifrid's a very strong man. At least for a base, lawless pirate.
She's embarrassed because she is called a pirate strong. Uh-oh. Can't go... Wait, why can't I go down that way? Seems like I should be able to. I see like a climbable section here. Huh. Guess it's not an option.
Eisen, can I ask you about that thing Zavied had?
It belonged to Ifrid, didn't it? I've read much of the Abbey's archives on weaponry, but I've never seen anything like it.
He found it when we crossed to the far continent. It's a relic from a long-vanished civilization. He's like me and can't resist a good treasure. But of everything we've found, that one was his most prized.
What?
Well, it seemed like Zavied had an obvious idea of how it worked. He immediately shot himself in the face without hesitation.
What is it?
I can't say. It seemed like a weapon, but Ifrid wouldn't let anyone touch it. He went off and tested it on his own. Then came back all grinning, saying he had an ace up his sleeve the next time we got into a fight.
Then it's definitely some sort of ancient combat device? But why is Zavied looking for Ifrid? To apologize for stealing it?
He doesn't seem like that much of a gentleman.
Did he really steal it?
What do you mean?
It's just my feeling, but Zavied doesn't seem like the type of Malak to steal something so precious.
He said he just picked it up. Perhaps he's trying to return it.
Perhaps.
I think there's a good possibility that, I hope not because I want to meet him, but I think there's a decent possibility that this Captain Ifrid has already passed on. I have that strong feeling. Oh, treasure! Treasure for me! There we go. Never mind, don't have room as usual. Wish you would stop giving me healing items as treasure, honestly. Am I going the right way? Where is this? Okay, so we were actually out here before. I want to say. So we're actually supposed to go out here and to the right. Ooh, that is a tower.
No one on guard. They're really not bothering to hide this trap.
They probably knew we'd sense it. The question now is just what they're planning to spring on us.
Could it be that griffin that they were capturing before? I don't know what they're trying to spring on us. It's gonna be like some sort of like anti-something device. Tower of the Exorcists. Lothingen. 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 This place is so magical. Collect all the cat souls, leave none behind. Another in-off bottle, even though we haven't been able to use any of them. Seriously, about 90% of the areas we've been in, you can't use an in-off bottle. I only know that because I keep trying to use them on accident. Oh, I have 99 silver coins too. I really need to sell these. Just been kind of lazy with it. See, gold is perfectly acceptable as a treasure because you'll never have enough gold unless you somehow hit the gold cap, which I imagine is pretty damn difficult.
Eisen, when and how did Ifrid disappear exactly? And how did you two meet in the first place?
You know, you ask an awful lot of questions about us.
What? I don't mean to pry, really. Perhaps it's a habit I picked up from my work. Drat. It seems I've been digging too hard.
No matter. Ifrid vanished about a year ago. He agreed to fight a duel against someone, and secretly left to meet his opponent. Once we figured out what was happening, we rushed to the scene. But all we found was the aftermath of a fight, and a pendulum.
Was Zavied his opponent?
Given his choice of weapon and his ability to fight, I'd say it's likely.
What I don't get is why Ifrid would end up captured and imprisoned by the Abbey after a fight with a stray Malak.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Had him prisoner? On their island. Until an exorcist named Melchior took him away, that is. What? Lord Melchior did?
The Abbey would have captured Ifrid about a year ago. Surely it must have caused quite a stir.
I was simply patrolling. I wasn't involved in any such operations. Oh, but I do remember that we suffered a great number of casualties around that time. I never heard why, and when I went to investigate, I found no records of any major deployment.
Sounds like standard Abbey procedure.
Such investigation.
Hide whatever happens.
Lord Melchior.
That's fishy.
He wanted to hide something, clearly. And I think I'm starting to get a picture of what it was. And it involves the Abbey?
Eleanor, you're a really slow learner sometimes. Now that you guys tried to explain it to me, the fact that, like, not now, since they obviously seem to have gotten used to each other, but, like, Eleanor's, ooh, we gained a halberd. But the reason why Eleanor hated Velvet right off the bat, oh, I like the look of that one. I really do. Oh, that one too. It's a glaive, actually. It's not really a glaive. Could be a spear. Anyways, yeah, I found their reasons for not liking Velvet and being so hostile, like, ridiculously. The hell is that? Hold on, Mr. Hot Topic Man. I'm gonna go upstairs, okay? I want to know what's up here. Another cat's box? I didn't even know enough to open the first one. Jeez. Simple ribbon. Well, I guess we do have to go down there and talk to him. It looked like he's about to be crucified over there. Kinda ignored him, but jeez. I still don't have enough cat souls to open this box and it's bothering me. Can't I just kill a bunch of alive cats and get more? Is that not a viable option? Let's quick save. Then let's head in to see whoever that is. Doesn't look like Zavied. Could it be Ifrid? I don't know, I can't tell from here. That looks like an Ifrid.
Ifrid.
So, this is Von Ifrid.
Oh, did they like half demon him or whatever? Is that the trap?
Eisen, it's good to see you again.
So you're alive. You could have sent a letter.
When have you ever written a letter to another man?
I see where Eisen got his whole dress out, or his whole outfit and sense of style from.
True. Aside from my little brother, not even once.
You have a little brother?
Your brother? Ah, yes. You told me that once. Eisen, why?
I've got no brother.
Damn, he did it.
Enough of your tricks.
Who? Umbrella? What the
Thanks for luring him out. I owe you one.
the hell is happening? I'm like, oh, sick, I get to meet Captain Ifrid. And then as soon as he shows up, Eisen punches him and kills him, even though he's just an illusion. Then someone else shows up, and Eisen's like, oh, I know you, which I'm going to assume is like, since since Eisen said he didn't have a brother, and that girl looked kind of like him, I'm going to assume Eisen has a sister, but that was also just a disguise also, so. By the way, don't spoil for me
Zavied.
anything if I'm right.
Now come on out, you old coot.
Who? Oh, Melchior.
Lord Melchior.
Breaking through my double illusion. Impressive.
I'm making a point not to fall for the same tricks twice.
I shouldn't have let you get away last time. I won't make that mistake again.
Melchior, you're a very uninteresting man. Just saying.
What? Why am I here?
Her consciousness has returned, so that is its power.
Wait, so from what I'm getting from that, the Abbey, like, steals the consciousness of Malaks when they tether to them, therefore they have no personality, and there's a part of, like, some sort of special ritual that does that, and Ifrid's secret weapon has the ability to return that to them? Hadouken! Wait, he can just straight up demonize them? The hell?
He turned her into a demon.
What? This can't be happening.
Zavied, you gonna help this time?
A chain reaction. Your Reaper's curse is quite a dreadful affliction, isn't it?
God damn it, Eisen.
Don't you run away!
Of course, he's not helping.
Heads up! Wyvern's coming!
It's weird that she can identify them as wyverns. Well, I mean, like, I guess they instantly look like them, but still.
Hey, worry about that later. We've got damn dragons to take care of.
Let's try that.
Now, rise! Arise! Ascending!
I love how you can see Yuri's face for a split second there before he... Flash Step is amazing.
Show us
Oh, I really like this combo I've set up for Eisen.
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem.
Wow, they really don't hurt that much. Jeez, you're a heavy hitter, Eisen. Eisen's break gauge goes up like crazy. That teleport has some range. Eisen continues to be my favorite character to play as. Uh-oh, better heal that up. Aw, thank God for getting access to peach gels now. This could go by a lot faster if I started using all of our break gauges, but I have the strangest feeling that this is not the actual fight we came here to do. I didn't mean to give that to Roku. I wanted Eisen to... Oh, thank you, Laphicet. Wow, that was some really weak healing, actually. Wasn't even really worth it. Switch to Eleanor real quick. There we go. Whoops, I accidentally switched out Laphicet for Velvet, but whatever. That wasn't that bad.
Looks like you got caught in your own trap, old man.
Does he really suck that
Are
badly?
you sure about that?
I would have highly doubted that.
What the?
I'll take care of the last one.
He's depending on something. Zavied, why? Oh, it's part of the trap, isn't it?
He just saved the wyvern?
You folks jump in and kill without a second thought. Is that your creed?
Marvelous. Your Siegfried is just the power I've been looking for.
Really?
What?
My work here is done.
The hell did you do? Wait, damn you!
Seemed like he analyzed it. Oh man, that's a shitty situation. I can see that Zavied obviously doesn't agree with our methods, and especially Velvet's of having to kill people, because he probably has some sort of knowledge that, like, hey, I can save them, don't just murder them. As where that's all we know, so very different for us. Although we learned Form 4 for Rokuro and Whirling Top. And we got the Envenoming Glaciite, provides the ability to trigger random poison-related skills. Velvet just earned the title Super Heroine.
Where the hell did they go?
Find them. They can't have gotten far.
Hold on, I'm collecting cat souls. Oh, what's with the music here? I know that instrument. That, I feel like... Oh, I want to say it's a Mongolian instrument, but I don't know. Or a Tibetan instrument. Anyways, let's just go to the top and see what's waiting for us. I knew that wasn't the actual battle we came here to do, so I'm glad I didn't waste everyone's break gauge on that. Oh, did I go the wrong way? Oh, I guess we're not going to the top. I guess we're leaving. Huh. Weird. You know, for a tower like this, I feel like the point of it would be to go to the top, but whatever. Whatever. Who cares about going to the top, right? Why reach for the stars when you can just lie on the ground and do nothing? We increased our movement speed with that glaciite a tiny bit. I hope there's one to increase it by like 20 or 30%, because the areas are still pretty gigantic, and we're still quite slow.
Damn. You sure got some speedy legs for an old fart.
I'm glad to see you're okay, Zavied.
It's not me that I'm worried about.
Melchior was highly interested in your weapon. And yet he didn't steal it. Surely a legate like him could snatch it if he wanted to.
Why bother stealing it when you can just copy its hidden formula? Some arts can decipher the workings of other arts in a split second. And guess what Melchior's specialty is?
As he left, he said, "My work here is done."
The Abbey must have some use for that unknown art. Who knows what? After all, they brought it here from another continent.
And we'll find out what they're after and crush it to dust.
Let me ask you just one question. Why do you have Siegfried?
I'm counting on you, he said. Back when I served the Exorcists, they sent me on a mission to capture Aifread.
Zavied, you were once their slave?
Yeah. My mind was under the influence of Inominat's domain. But when Aifread aimed this baby at me, one shot was all it took to open my eyes. The fight we had after that was one for the books. He might have been a human, but that guy was a beast. Put a song in my soul.
Ah, now we understand through true bromance.
But then Melchior had to jump in and spirit Aifread away with one of his damned illusions. That old bastard. Playing tricks with people's minds.
But why'd he grab Aifread and not Siegfried when he had the chance?
He probably didn't know at the time that this guy was the real prize he was after. But Aifread knew. Right before he was taken, he distracted Melchior long enough to hand Siegfried over to me. Well, that's all I know. Whether you believe me or not is up to you.
Got it. We're done here.
Huh? That was easy.
Aifread only says I'm counting on you to people he trusts.
Is that so?
So, what are you gonna do now?
Gotta keep looking for Aifread. Still gotta give this back and settle our score.
I doubt you have much time left to get that done.
I'd hazard a guess that until now, Melchior was unaware what Siegfried could really do. In other words, he and the Exorcists weren't able to interrogate anything out of their captive.
I like how the Danger Jr. doll has its own physics.
And now that Aifread's no longer needed, I see no reason for them to keep him alive.
You think I don't know that?
If you really want to save Aifread, you probably ought to team up with us.
Nope. No can do.
Why not?
You lot will do anything to achieve your goals. Even kill. Sorry, I'm a fighter, not a killer. I won't steal a single life. That's just my creed.
That's super backwards and I love it. Usually you get to the kind of like situation where the whole party's like, what you did isn't worth killing people. But Zavied's the one sitting here, singular man against the whole party, saying like, you guys murder people. That's pretty bad.
And I've got no intention of changing our pirate creed either.
Eisen and Zavied have their own creeds. They both have such strong principles, even though they're so different.
Just like humans.
I feel like Lafayette's like the speed wagon here. He kind of just says what is going on. He does it a lot, and I know it's because he's like observing the world around him and trying to learn from it, but I really see no need for him to be like, oh yeah, this happened.
Well, that was sure something. Melchior and his illusions are cheats.
There's no cheating in combat.
What I meant is that they were awfully dirty tricks for an upstanding exorcist.
And the illusions seemed so real. Had that gone on any longer, I wouldn't have been able to tell what was real and what was fake.
If it can't be distinguished from reality, perhaps one could live a happier life within the illusion.
That sort of happiness can rot.
You think so?
But by using illusions, you can defeat an opponent without causing them any physical harm.
I don't think that's what Melchior cares about.
Oh, how humane. Wow, the Abbey is so great.
Lord Melchior is an exemplary man who has served Lord Artorias since before the Abbey's founding.
Did you not see the evil shit he just did? He just infected like 3 Malakim, turned them into demons, teleported like 5 feet, scanned a gun, and then they went, hoi, 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 and then teleported away. Like...
He's done everything from logistical planning to defense strategy and even political negotiations. He shows the utmost concern, even for his opponents, so...
He turned a friendly Malak into a dragon.
that was...
I'm sure that was an accident. We all do that every once in a while.
Physical wounds can heal. Emotional wounds never fully fade. Yeah, but...
Don't lose heart, Eleanor. Foul play is foul play, but you're talking to a demon and a witch. Who can judge?
I appreciate that you're trying to console me, but as an exorcist, I cannot accept this.
Oh, you're not an exorcist anymore. Artorias doesn't care about you at all.
I thought I smelled someone pondering. What's on your mind, Laphicet?
I know Siegfried comes from another continent and all, but do you know anything else about it, Ropero?
Nope, can't say I do. All I care about are swords. That contraption doesn't interest me much.
I suppose that makes sense. But it looked real powerful.
Just guessing based on how we saw Zavied use it, I'd say it amplifies his power somehow.
An amplifier. It's true that he seemed to get stronger when he fired it at himself.
Yeah, and it gave that dying legendary wyvern enough strength to escape.
But wasn't it also what he used to dispel Melchior's illusions back there?
That was also amplification. The Malakim are the source of his arts. The relic pushed them past their limits and... kablooey.
Suffice it to say, it can be used both offensively and defensively. It must be very hard to master.
More important is what the Abbey plans to do with it. Not that I really care.
I find it funny how I'm absolutely decimating my enemies in combat, and every time I start combat, I get a quote that's trying to tell me that I'm too under level to fight them.
Laphicet? May I ask you something?
What is it?
I will not wipe the teardrops off your face if that's what you want. Sorry, I'm too high priced for that.
Girl with the umbrella from Lord Melchior's illusion. What is her connection to Eisen? I don't think he'd answer if I asked him myself.
I don't know. I was wondering about her as well. She was pretty, wasn't she?
Oh, so you like a girl who's cute, but with a bit of sophistication.
Really? I thought his type was more like
What's going on?
We were discussing a delicate topic. Laphicet's first crush, if you must know.
Oh.
No, we weren't. We were just talking about the umbrella girl from the illusion.
The umbrella girl. That illusion made Eisen hesitate. She must be really important to him.
Indeed. It must be a deep, naughty relationship.
Come on now.
Like a wife he wants to leave, but he can never let go. Or a lover from whom he can't move on.
No, that's too wild. And she's too young.
Yeah, it's not that. What's more likely for a self-serving pirate is a daughter from a woman who only knows him by a fake name. Perhaps one whom he cast aside, or who cast him aside.
And maybe she was somebody he couldn't marry for some reason. But when she died, he raised her daughter for her.
He had been friends with her since they were children. But they only realized their true feelings after they had been married to someone else.
Okay, I feel like this is going on a bit of an imaginary run now.
Is this their idea of romance? In any case, beware of girls, Laphicet.
Right.
Girls are evil. They'll all try to eat you. Velvet's a prime example. Man-Eater is a perfect song for Velvet, honestly. There's a conversation in Port Renede.
Now what are we gonna do? What's wrong?
This dog came up with a book in its mouth. Here, take a look.
Oh my goodness.
It looks pretty old. I've never seen this kind of writing before.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be one of Bienfu's weird sex books.
It's not ancient Avarost, that's for sure. Part of it looks like a chronology. So maybe it's a history book?
If I were to guess, I'd say they're Meliodosian characters, which would peg it at about 2,000 years old. It's more recent than Avarost, but the writing has fallen completely out of use.
All kinds of notes are written throughout the book, too. Someone must have been studying it.
If it's research material, that might make it Vidal's book.
Vidal? Who's that?
He's a
From Dragon Ball Z.
weird kid who's way into studying history. He lives at the inn.
Could you maybe deliver the book to him for us?
Sure, I don't see why
We were told not
not.
to get too close to him, so...
What?
Yeah, sure. I guess.
Don't worry, we're all weird people here. We are not afraid of some kid who thinks he's as weird as us.
My book! My book! Where could I have left it?
He looks pretty normal to me.
Are you Vidal? Is this yours?
My book! Oh, that book is super important to me. Thank you.
I'm Laphicet. I hope you don't mind that we flipped through some of it. Can you actually read Meliodacian script?
You recognize Meliodacian writing? That's unusual in this day and age.
Oh, it's not that big of a deal, really.
When I grow up, I want to be an adventurer who travels the world and explores lots of ruins. So to make sure I'm ready for anything, I've been studying ancient history, starting with the Era of Darkness.
The Era of Darkness? You're referring to the Dark Period, right?
Right. Almost no written records from the age have survived. But if you compare the history before and after, you can tell something major must have happened.
Wow, that's fascinating.
I know!
Look at those two, all worked up over an old book. My little brother was just like that too. Luffy and our brother used to.
Did she just accidentally refer to... Wait, she just said Luffy and our brother. What? Is she referring to Artorias? I think she is. Aw, she still can't forget it.
Suspicious persons in the area. Have you seen anything?
Not good. They're onto us.
Quickly, hide in my house.
Into the house we go.
Videl, have you seen anyone suspicious recently?
Have you seen anyone suspicious? One should look like a rainbow-colored witch, a moody lady who looks like she listens to Seether, a samurai guy from way out of nowhere, some edgy guy who shops at Hot Topic, a little boy who looks like a cinnamon bun, possibly a man with the nicest pair of abs I've ever seen running at the speed of wind. Oh god, I miss him. This is why I do have you seen them?
Sorry, sir. I've been absorbed in my book.
That's all right. Thanks. Look, I know it must be tough living alone with your mom. Just remember, your father's a praetor. He's out there fighting to protect us all. Keep your chin up for his sake at least, all right?
Uh-huh.
I find it really weird that we're just walking up and down the village and all of a sudden our appearances are a problem.
Your father is an exorcist?
Yeah, he is. But don't worry, I won't say anything about you and your friends. I'm your friend too.
Really?
And to prove it, I'll let everyone in on a big secret. This book tells you how to make an Omega Elixir, an incredibly ancient and powerful medicine.
I'm more into weapons, kid. Who cares about an Omega Elixir?
If I'm reading it right, you need 5 ingredients in order to create the elixir. I've only translated one of them so far, but I'll tell you what it is.
That's really nice of you, Videl. But I don't have any way to repay you for this.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. I'd just like it if you came and talked with me again sometime.
Yeah, you're the only true intellectual, unlike these bunch of idiots behind you.
Of course. What are friends for?
The Omega Elixir. That's an ancient medicine said to be able to cure any disease. But
how's that useful to us? We have apple gel.
No samples or recipes survive the Era of Darkness. Meliodacian script was used prior to the Era of Darkness, so I guess it's possible that Videl's recipe might be legit.
He's just a kid. I don't know how much we can trust his translation.
You saw his notes. I doubt many adults could even get anything out of that book. He might be onto something.
Kids are more capable than we give them credit for, especially where their interests lie.
I think we can trust Videl.
Luffy used to read books intently like that too.
Furthermore, couldn't a hypothetical Omega Elixir be quite useful to you, Velvet?
Laphicet, you look like you really want to track down those ingredients.
Yeah, I do.
Personally, I don't really care. But if you want to look for them, I won't stop you.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. You consumed research on... Okay, hold on. I feel like this is some sort of side quest that may or may not be super important. Omega Elixir recipe. Instructions to gather a mineral called Longdow's Dust. Records show it was once excavated in the Vester Tunnels. The hell are the Vester Tunnels? I need a bigger look at the map. Let me look at the map. Sylvester tunnels are... Oh, it's across the continent. We can't even get there, I don't think. Wait, can we go back to Port Candu? If we can go back to Port Candu, we can go back to the Vester tunnels. See, the in-off bottle lets us warp back to Lothengrin. Okay, yeah, we can't get there right now because we haven't talked to Eisen and his crew and all that. Hey, the card boy is back. I want a rematch, kid. I am Hidemi, third son. Yeah, this time Eleanor the Exorcist is gonna kick your face in, little punk. Who cares? I'm gonna win this. I'm going to end you, little child. Eisen the Reaper doesn't hold back. Tales of God damn it, you got all of them. You got the entire Vesperia party. I can't beat that. Can you keep going, son? Yes, you can. I don't even know where this guy's from. It's like Tales of... Sworn Ally. Oh, I got that. Yeah, Eisen. Oh my goodness, I have never heard of any of these characters except for you two. And you. I don't even know who you guys are. That's okay, I don't need that knowledge to win the game. Tales of Exilia. Heroic Scion. For him... Holy shit. Screw you, Hideyoshi. I don't need you anyway. I'm the Reaper. Eisen just goes back to his ship and cries, sir, are you crying? Tell anyone I was doing this, I'll punch your eyes out. Okay, sir.
This big storm came and swept me out to a Class 4 island. And let me tell you, it's as bad as the rumors make it sound. I wanted to just wait it out in a shipyard somewhere, but then the water turned all gooey.
Hey, guess what, Fire Emblem? All pirates don't have to sound like the most generic thing in the world. Hint, hint.
Then I had these jellyfish things coming onto the deck, and before I knew it, slugs were swimming around in the damn ocean.
Wouldn't the salt in seawater mess up a slug?
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but these weren't no sea slugs neither. It was scary, I'll tell you that much. You want my advice? Stay the hell away from that island altogether. But if you do go, watch out for that.
We're going to that island immediately.
What did that pirate mean by Class 4? I've never heard of that.
It's a classification the Abbey uses to help inform their strategy, an estimation of how well they've been able to manage the demon outbreak in an area. Administrative Zone Classes 1 through 3 have been assigned a suitable contingent of Exorcists to guarantee the population's safety.
So, Class 4 administrative zones are ones that are still unsafe?
In a perfect world, the entire kingdom would be protected, but there's just not enough manpower to go around. The Abbey doesn't send Exorcists to remote areas and far-off islands. Instead, they avoid casualties by making those areas off-limits.
But that pirate mentioned he'd come close to an island. Are those policies actually enforced?
They send out an official notice to stay away, and that's all. It's not like they could blockade every tiny remote island out there. So you're free to dive into the deep end if you want, but no one will come to your rescue. Hope you know how to swim.
If they could keep the demons in check, they wouldn't have to tell people to stay clear. Frankly, I think the Abbey just doesn't want to go near places like that.
I hope there's an explanation for Magalu's weird elf ears. They've been bothering me so much.
In other words, these are dangerous places that the Abbey has washed their hands of.
Makes you wonder how much they can administrate these places when they're not willing to get their hands dirty.
Are there many Class 4 administrative zones?
I've heard of 10 such regions in my time working as an inspector for the Abbey, but I'm afraid I couldn't tell you their exact locations or their current status.
If the Abbey abandoned this island, it's probably safe to assume that it's getting to be pretty dangerous.
If we go there, we're gonna want to be prepared.
Ah, you can now go to the Class 4 administrative zone. Ooh, sounds like fun. Sounds like a lot of dying.
Demons! There's more of them. A whole band of them rampaging through Roarg Forest.
There was already one dangerous demon in those woods, and now we have more, and they're still on the loose. A lot of Exorcists have come to deal with them, but...
What do these demons look like?
That's what I want to know. Those Abbey people won't tell us nothing. Every time a demon comes around, it's all, show us your cargo this, and don't leave port for a while that. How are we supposed to catch any fish?
These demons really are a pain in the neck. If I was an exorcist, I'd lay down some justice, I tell ya. At the end of the day, it's not the demons or the exorcists that have it rough. It's us normal folk.
Anyway, you guys should be careful. There are demons about.
Thank you.
Thanks for the warning.
You could get elf ears, but it seems like Cool. Who's Marta? I'm not going to recognize this character at all. Unless it's who I think it is. Marta at your side for those who are searching for their prince. I have never seen that character before. She's cute though. Never seen her before.
First mate! You're all right!
Sorry to worry you.
And the captain?
It turned out to be a fake. But now I know the real one's still alive somewhere.
Well, of course he is.
Not that he has a lot of time left.
What do you mean?
Calm down. I'll explain later.
Eisen! You stay calm too, okay?
You're gonna be Pirate me when you grow up. You're gonna be the Reaper. But I don't want to be the Reaper. Well, that sucks. The Reaper's curse is now yours. Just throws the coin at Laphicet. Laphicet's life is now ruined.
And you've all taken your Salatoma?
Yes, sir.
And nobody died?
All still kicking.
Compared to your curse, sir, this sickness was tiny potatoes.
All right. Then let's get ready to sail out.
Already done, sir. We're ready whenever.
Takes some real guts sailing with Eisen after figuring out his whole curse thing.
The Pirate's Creed, huh?
There's worse out there.
I'm hoping when we set sail, it's going to be like, hey, go back to wherever you want. And I don't have to immediately initiate a story something or another. So yeah, we can stop by this Class 4 zone. And apparently there's slime and sludge there. And we could also go to Yassault, which I think is our next destination. We can also go back to Port Kandu. And we can go back and get that secret ingredient. So you guys tell me, what do you think? I don't know. Probably gonna go check out this stuff next episode. All this stuff, I'm gonna try to go to the Class 4 zone, see how much it kills me. We're gonna go get that secret ingredient and see how useful that is. And then we're gonna continue on with the story. So thank you guys for watching this series. It's a ton of fun to do, as I say almost every episode, because honestly, this is one of the most fun LPs I've ever done. A lot of, like, games get stale by the halfway point, but, like, this one does not at all. Like, normally this is the point in a series in which I would be going, like, I would be kind of, like, struggling to keep enthusiasm up just because of the way that games work. But Tales games have never been that way for me. I've always been able to, like, push through them without hitting a single point of boredom, just because I find them so interesting and all the characters so fun, and this one is definitely no exception to that. Anyways, if you guys like the video, please leave a like, and if you want to become a member of the Dust Brigade, just click subscribe. Which I've now added a link to the subscribe button in the description if I remember to do that. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Riding out.